I am doing a kitchen experiment today and I thought I'd bring you with me. I thought I would try to make sweet and sour chicken in the crock pot. I don't really have a recipe for this, so I'm just like, well, the key is breaded chicken covered in sweet and sour sauce. So it's not going to be like you go to a Chinese restaurant because it's dry and then you dip it in the sweet and sour sauce. I'm just going to I'm aiming for the flavor here. So I'm going to put some chicken in my crock pot. Hope you can see it. And that's the first layer of chicken because I'm feeding 6 people, so I'm gonna need 2 layers. Then I'm gonna add salt and pepper. I love pepper. But we need something besides just salt and pepper. It would have helped if I had looked up common ingredients for sweet and sour chicken before doing this. But instead, what I have is some gluten-free breadcrumbs and sweet and sour sauce from Wegmans. It is gluten-free, and that's important for me because I get a lot of symptoms if I don't do that. So anyway, next I'm going to add these gluten-free breadcrumbs. Okay, got me a scoop. I'm gonna scoop it out. It'll just keep me from going a little too crazy with pouring it straight from the thing. I'm just gonna cover this chicken with it a little bit. And then I look at it and see what might need a little bit more. This part right here needs a little bit more. And I think this one needs a little bit more. Okay, now it will be like, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll be very wet. Everything that you ever make in the crock pot is very wet. So, okay, so there's 6 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are pretty big, but they shrink up a little, when you cook them. I always have trouble deciding if I need to use 5 or 6. It kind of depends on how popular this is. Like if it's super popular, 5 won't be enough. If it's not, 5 will be too much. Okay, that one went on pretty good. Add a little bit more. It was like Alan eats a whole one, my oldest kid. Me and my second oldest kid, the younger ones. Sometimes they eat a little bit more. Doesn't hurt to have leftovers. Let's just go ahead and, well, I was gonna add 6, but that's the whole bag. It's one of those frozen bags of chicken. And it turns out that was the whole bag. So I'm gonna add, there's this tiny little piece, and that is clearly all we're gonna have. And I'll be serving this with rice, so no one will go hungry. This is what the bag looks like that I'm using. Okay, I forgot on the second set to add salt and pepper, the top layer of chicken. So I'm gonna add it now. Okay, and a little salt, because yeah, it looked like a lot, but it's really not. Okay, and there was something else. Oh, I feel like I need some oil in this. My chicken is frozen, so I'm gonna start it on high. And then in a couple hours, I will probably change it. Okay, so the experiment looks like this. I have turned it up to high, and I'm thinking about adding the sweet and sour sauce, but I kind of really need to drain it because it's sitting in a lot of extra virgin olive oil and chicken broth juice. I didn't add chicken broth to it. It's just, I'm cooking chicken, so it came off the chicken. Well, why not? We can drain it a little bit, right? So I'm going to drain it a little. I'm not going to really do a normal way of draining. I'm going to get a measuring cup that has a spout on it. And I'm going to just sop some up, like drain it off the top. And then I'm going to reserve it for chicken broth for future recipes. Because I use chicken broth a lot in a lot of things. So I'm just sitting here and letting the stuff drain into this. Because picking up this pan and pouring it into something is just asking for trouble, because I will inevitably spill it because that's just the kind of person I am. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just draining it because it's just so much liquid. Pretty much slow cookers are just like that, which I love because I hate dry food. But I know to make it really look like, taste like sweet and sour chicken, we need to get rid of some of this extra juice. A lot of this that I'm getting up is the breadcrumb stuff. That's okay, it'll make delicious broth. Wish I had a better scooper. I mean, I have all kind of different things I could use. I just don't really know which is the best. This might be a little big. Okay, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna move on from that. That just didn't seem that amazing. I'm gonna switch to a ladle kind of spoon. I think this will work better. Yeah, then I feel like I'm getting plenty with each dip instead of like I'm getting nothing, even though I'm getting the same amount. So this is how much I'm getting until I just feel comfortable with it. Okay, and then I'm gonna flip some of these over just because I always feel like it creates more homogeneous food if you flip some of it over and let it trade places. And this is about, let's see, okay, I started these at like 12 or 1, and now it's 3:45. So I did this for a few hours. Now for just the last hour, I'm gonna have it drained, and that much, that's how much I drained off, like that. And then I'm gonna add my sweet and sour sauce. And this is a whole bottle, and I'm hoping not to use the whole bottle. I'm just gonna pour it over till it covers all the chicken. It looks like I pretty much used the whole bottle. Once I got pouring, it was just too hard not to. Anyway, so that's what I've done. And now I'm going to plug the slow cooker back in, because I unplugged it because I thought I might drain it by picking it up, but then I changed it. Not that I needed to unplug it for that, but I just did it as an extra precaution. Anyway, so now I'm going to turn it back on to low and just let it get nice and warmed up for the next hour, and then I'll cut it up, and it should be all cooked. That was frozen chicken when I put it in, so 4 hours should be fine, because I started it on high. For the first couple hours it was on high, and then I switched it to low. Okay, so this is the final product of the sweet and sour crockpot chicken, and I've got myself a little bed of rice here, and I'm going to take my rice spoon that I also use for the chicken, and I'm going to scoop out a little bit to taste. Okay, and a little juice with it is a good thing, because it should be really yummy. There we go. And I'm going to be serving this with broccoli, and sweet peas, but of course you can serve it anything you want. These were just easy. And then I'm gonna try it and let you know how it turns out. Okay, now for the test. Is it any good? Super hot. It is good. Definitely need to use the whole bottle. I turned it upside down to collect what was left, so I can pour it in a little dish and let people add some to theirs who want more flavor, because it's not overpowering. It's good, but it's subtle. But it's not like so subtle that it's bland. You know what I mean? It's good. This is totally totally a easy hack for making this meal. If you just want the nice flavor of chicken with sweet and sour sauce without all the work.